Two blockchains can do almost the same job, but one burns the electricity of a small country and the other barely sips power. Here is why. A blockchain is just a list of transactions that a bunch of computers agree on. The tricky part is getting all those computers to agree without trusting any single one of them. That agreement process is called a consensus mechanism. Proof of work and proof of stake are the two most common answers to the question, who gets to add the next block? In proof of work, computers race to solve a puzzle. The puzzle is not clever math. It is basically guessing a number over and over until you land on one that fits a specific pattern. The first machine to guess right wins the right to add the next block and earns a reward. All that guessing takes real electricity. That energy cost is not a bug. It is the point. Cheating would mean spending enormous power with no reward. So honest behavior is the rational choice. Bitcoin uses proof of work. The network has stayed secure for over 15 years, which is a meaningful track record. The downside is that the energy use is large and mostly unavoidable by design. Proof of stake takes a different approach. Instead of burning electricity, participants lock up some of their own cryptocurrency as collateral. This is called staking. The network then picks a validator, usually with some randomness weighted toward those who staked more. And that validator proposes the next block. Other validators check the work and agree or disagree. If a validator tries to cheat, the protocol can destroy part of their staked coins. That penalty is called slashing. Losing your own money is the deterrent here, not wasted electricity. Ethereum switched from proof of work to proof of stake in 2022. Its energy use dropped by roughly 99% almost overnight, according to the Ethereum Foundation's own measurements. So what does not change? Both systems still require a majority of participants to be honest. If one group controls more than half the network's power or stake, they could theoretically rewrite history. That threat exists in both designs. Proof of work spreads influence through hardware ownership, which anyone can buy. Proof of stake spreads influence through coin ownership, which also anyone can buy. But critics point out that the rich start with an advantage in both cases. Neither mechanism is perfect. Proof of work trades energy for a long, battle-tested security model. Proof of stake trades that energy cost for a newer model that has less history but a much smaller environmental footprint. The right choice depends on what a network values most, and researchers are still actively exploring whether there are better answers beyond these two. If you want to go deeper, the next natural question is how validators actually get chosen and whether stake size really does create power imbalances. That rabbit hole is worth exploring.